compel you to want to bring us, the viewers, the fans, the outsiders, into your world?
You okay?
So I came home to the house and like my gate was like wide open. And I'm like, what is my gate wide open for?
You didn't see nothing on the camera when you were there?
Look at my door. Like my door and my Ring camera, they totally took off my Ring camera. So I called the police. They went around asking people did they have footage and stuff like that. So
that's scary, and it makes you feel violated.
We've been doing reality TV for a while, as you know. I thought it would be a good opportunity, both of us, to be able to do something together. We've done multiple shows, but we never really done a show together. And we are at a new chapter in our lives. It's, a lot of growth and changes. So we felt like, why not? And then, Nay had her everything with her in the media, different stuff, people pick and choose what they want to talk about. Why not, be able to tell your story from your view, your perspective?
I know this is the third week. Is this week the third episode? Because there's only 6 weeks for the show.
Yes.
So have you been tuning in since the series debut to social media to see what Black Twitter has to say, read hashtags related to the show? What's been the response for the fans? Is it important for you to tune in every week after the episode airs to see what the audience thinks about your journey so far?
Yes, actually we live tweet with our fans, and we actually been getting a lot of good feedback, and we love, just seeing our fans relating to the things that we go through. And I love that they can see that we're all relatable. We all live the same 24 hours. So that brings them in more to get to know us and not just the people that's on Instagram or on the TV or whatever.
Yeah, opening them up to our world, allows them to see that we are human.
Mm-hmm.
We go through things. We're not perfect. We have, aside from what you see on social media, it's a totally different world. You know what I'm saying? Like in our reality, like everybody else, we have good days, bad days, family drama, so that makes us like even more relatable, because that's what we've been hearing a lot. Like, oh, wow, your mom reminds me of my auntie. Your mom reminds me of this person. Your brother is just like this person. So it's very relatable.
So like you said, you both have been on reality. You're not newbies to the world of reality TV.
No.
But if I'm correct here, this is the first time you're starring on a reality show as mom and daughter, leading the cast, right? So clearly, reality shows can be very emotionally challenging. So I'm wondering, how did you prepare yourselves mentally and even physically, spiritually, if you had to, for the unique challenges that come with taping a show as now starring as mom and daughter together on a new reality show? How did you prepare, if you prepared, for some of the challenges? Again, I know you're not strangers to this, but I feel like when you're starring, on a show and leading the charge, there's a unique set of emotions and challenges that you have to navigate through, especially working with the cast members. So I'm wondering, did you have discussions before going into this, how you would support each other through the highs and lows of taping once the show got started?
I try not to think everybody's out to get me, but it's like you really got to put your guard up and think that's the case, because nobody know where I live but my people. That's why I don't even want to go back to the house.
We pray a lot. We're very, in tune with that. And just going on this journey, and watching the turns, because it was a lot of different emotions and different turning points in our lives, things unfolding as we film, things that we absolutely had no control over or didn't know what was going to happen. So it does put you in a very emotional state, and you get to a point where you like, oh my goodness, this is all happening in front of the world. And then once you go through, you have to relive it once the show come out. I just think it's very important to have a very strong support system. And I have that within my daughter, within my husband, and my household. So, just like any other family situations, it's not opened up to the world, but, when people are going through things, you need that time out, you have to make sure you take those mental breaks for yourself and, gather yourself or whatever. The same thing, just having the biggest thing is us being on the same page and having a good support system.
So I'm wondering, as you've assuming that both of you ladies watch the episodes weekly like we do. I'm assuming you haven't seen the episodes in advance.
No.
Right,
nope.
Right. So
we're actually executive producers of the show as well.
Oh, so then you have, is it safe to say you have final say in the edits?
We watched the show before they
see, because I was going to ask you this. So then I was going to ask you, I was just assuming that you didn't know what to expect, what was going to come, and what are the conversations like with each other each week after the episode airs? I mean, do you find yourself watching these moments and thinking, oh my God, I forgot about that. She said that, he did that. What's going on? We didn't catch that.
The final cuts, of course the network has control. They do the final cuts, but we definitely have say, and we see it before it hits the air.
Yeah.
So that's the good thing, that we all work together as a team, and we don't want to be fake or phony. We understand that things happen, so we want it to be authentic to who we are, even though people don't realize with filming a reality show, it's only a little bit of snippet of the things that actually takes place. So people are actually judging a snippet of the situation.
I hate the timing of all of this stuff because after the false information happened, our mom was out of town in LA and, he wasn't communicating that much. And I was missing my man. I just wanted a little catering too, just like stuff. So
our initial disagreement was me calling him and him not being responsive. I told him before he went, communicate, keep me updated. And he didn't, so I got mad and I went on the internet, which I hate when I do. And then Armand saw that I tweeted something and he didn't really like it, and it went from there, Joe.
You never really get the full picture or whatever. But I feel like, people gonna talk regardless. They're gonna have something to say about you, whether you're doing good or bad or whatever. You just have to know who you are, and you have to understand that you can't control it. People are just gonna be people. They're gonna have an opinion. We all do.
Mm-hmm. And so I'm wondering, when you appear on reality shows, when you go through this experience, has it been transformative for you in any way, or specifically taping this show with your daughter? Any lessons or takeaways do you think you both gained from this particular experience?
I would say this. I find it to be very therapeutic, actually. Going through a lot of these situations, and actually, I learned something about myself this season. My family thinks that I'm hard to talk to. So it makes you look deeper and, work on changing things, getting a proper therapy, just all kind of, even as you're repairing the different family dynamics, with your sister, your brother, your different family members or whatever, it forces you to attack those situations and try to make, the best of it and see each other through. So even with my daughter, I don't know what you think. How has it been for you? What's your journey? You find it to be therapeutic? You learning things about yourself? What?
Yes, it's very therapeutic. I feel like it's like watching yourself back. I feel like a lot of people don't really get that chance to do that, to really look at yourself back. Even in videos, when you record yourself and you play it back and look at it and be like, oh, why I sound like that, or why did this? So I feel like it's sometimes watching myself back, of course I'd be like, oh my gosh, why I did that face, or why I did that, but definitely that. But I feel like with my mom and with my family, we all are very open and we're very transparent. So everything that we put out, hey, that's what it is. And hopefully people can relate to it. And I know people gonna judge us, and some people may not like it, and some people do, but that's life.
One thing I've admired about you both, especially you, Reginae, over the years, I've noticed anytime somebody comes at you the wrong way, anytime there's some rumors about you, you're going to get on the internet and squash it, right? You don't waste time with the beef and the drama. Do you think that part of your motivation for wanting to be on these shows is to kind of squash and dispel any rumors, myths, speculation, and gossip about you and your personal life?
Well, I wouldn't say part of the reason, but I would say that it is like, it's a great perk of our world and our business already being out on the blogs or the internet for people to see and judge and comment on without us really. I'm not the type to get on live and be like, oh yeah, well, the Shaving post this, so I'm about to tell y'all about this. So it's like, that's not really me. So all of the things that are getting posted and people are commenting under and really thinking about, oh, this happened this way, this happened, it's better to hear from the horse's mouth.
What's your plans? Like, you want to rent it out, sell it? You want to just hold it? I want to just
sell it.
You want to sell it?
Yeah.
So you're going to find something else?
Find me something else. And I don't know, I'm all over the place. I don't know where I want to go.
Georgia is big. A lot of different sides.
Atlanta's getting old, though.
So it's like, yes, definitely it's a perk of being on this show to show that. But also, I want people to know that I really work for everything that I want. A lot of people feel like because I'm Lil Wayne's daughter and I'm Toya's daughter that I just have it given to me. And I do hear no's. I do have to work for things. It's like I feel like people are going to see that in Toya and Reginae on this season, and I'm excited about that.
Your girl, yes.
Okay, so speaking of that, I know I have a few minutes left. We have a couple more episodes left this season, so obviously not asking for any spoilers. How would you describe the last, 3 episodes we have coming up? Yeah. Is there three provocative words you would use to describe the rest of the season to get us fully lured in?
I would say you are definitely going to be on an emotional roller coaster. The next 3 episodes. It's a lot of different things going on, a lot of different things we opened up and shared, because during the show, these things were happening in our lives. And it's a lot of vulnerable moments. So, yeah, I got to relive all of that.
Something to look forward to then. So speaking of vulnerable moments, Toya, I'm reading my notes here. Are you set to release a new book coming up here, or have you already released another book? In my own words, my reality too.
I'm actually working on a new book now. It won't be called In My Words, my reality too, but I'm working on a new 3-part book. It's about family, relationships, and self-love. And that is set to release. I'm trying to do the first one in November. So we're trying to get it finished up so we can get it out and pressed and everything. Yeah.
I get the point of it just shouldn't have been spoken about on social media. Yeah. And I feel like I need to not tweet and stuff like that.
No, I tell you, don't be doing
I've been trying to stop though. And I really stopped. And got better, but I wasn't mad. In my generation, using social media as a diary is normal. We've been doing it for years.
What's the one takeaway you hope Black women especially get from your book once it
I would say with me, the biggest thing and my biggest issue is, as you watch this show, is the family part is learning to set boundaries with the people that you love. I have the biggest problem with that because I'm such a person that moves from my heart. I love so strong and I try my hardest to help and save everyone. And in the midst of that, you find yourself, getting the short end of the stick, being sad, it affecting your mental. So the biggest thing with my family book and self-love and finding myself is learning to set boundaries with people that you love. Definitely.
Very good. And then, of course, throwing it back over to your lovely daughter, I understand you have dropped the latest collection of your fitness line.
Yeah.
Yes, and I just added swim to it. That's what.
So dope.
Mm-hmm.
So and now, please pronounce the name of the line for me. I see it's IFIT. Is it iFitten?
It's I Fit In.
Okay, thank you. I Fit In.
Yeah, and Reginae also, she's not allowed to promote it, but she's starring in a new movie, Boxed In, too. So make sure y'all check that out. My baby did her thing.
That's right. I know you can't promote it. We'll respect that, but I'm looking at my notes here. It says you moved to LA. You're going to be pursuing your acting career and you're going to deep dive into all that once the strike ends. So how excited are you to kind of navigate the acting world once this strike is over with?
I am very excited. I just cannot wait till, the strike, everything gets situated. I'm very respectful when it comes to, just that situation and with everything going on. But I cannot wait till it opens back up, and I'll be right in LA where everything happens. So yeah, it's a blessing. I can't wait.
Okay, ladies, I know I'm coming up on my time, so here's my last question for you both. I feel like you ladies are just the jet setters. When it comes to like top jet setters and trendsetters in the world of hip hop and the urban community and our culture, Toya and Reginae are right there at the top of the list, right? Yeah, so what's on your bucket list? That's my question for both of y'all. What's on your bucket list? What's like the one thing you hope to do or achieve within the next, 5 or 10 years?
I would say, it's quite a few things that I'm hoping to achieve. Expand my Wait No More brand. We have a fitness studio, Wait No More Studios, located in Smyrna, Georgia. I want to be able to franchise and move to different cities and, help people in our community fight obesity, through living a healthier lifestyle and just pushing the importance of health and wealth. That's definitely one of the things that I want to do. And, just get more into real estate, like things that, where you can kick back and, your money just keep on, things like that. So that is like my goals for moving forward. I got a foot in the door. I'm trying to get all the way in there.
Well, I just definitely want to be more in the acting field, doing more movies, more TV shows once the strike is up. And I feel like, what else? I just want to remain healthy. Also, I want to continue humbling myself, continue bettering myself, and just be bigger and better than I am today.